Look, this is going to blow your mind. While everyone's crying about impossible home prices, I'm going to tell you something that'll change your entire perspective on homeownership in America. There are places where people spend what your friends are stuck paying for rent, $3,000 a month, on an actual home mortgage payment. And before you roll your eyes thinking I'm about to show you abandoned shacks, let me be clear. While the media focuses on San Francisco's million-dollar shoeboxes and New York's impossible rent prices, there's an entire other America where housing is still affordable. Not just cheap, but genuinely affordable relative to local incomes. We're talking about states where teachers can buy houses, where young families don't need 3 roommates, where your mortgage payment won't consume half your income. These are real states with real communities where you can build wealth instead of just surviving paycheck to paycheck. Places where your paycheck doesn't disappear into some landlord's pocket every month. Places with real jobs and real opportunities. I've spent weeks digging through the latest housing data from Bankrate, Redfin, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and federal housing indices to bring you the definitive list of the 12 states where your housing dollar stretches the furthest. And I'm not just throwing numbers at you, I'm going to show you exactly why these places are affordable, what the trade-offs are, and how you can actually make this work for your situation. Hit that like button right now if you're tired of being priced out of the American dream, because what I'm about to reveal could literally change your entire financial future. And make sure you subscribe because I'm tracking housing trends in real time, and trust me, you want to stay ahead of what's coming next. Now, here are the 12 states with the cheapest home prices in America, and why smart buyers are already making their moves. The housing affordability crisis everyone talks about is real, but it's not everywhere. While coastal elites are paying 7 figures for condos, there are entire regions of this country where housing remains genuinely accessible. The median home price nationally just hit $435,000 according to the latest data. But in the states I'm about to show you, you can find quality homes for literally half that amount. And this isn't some temporary blip. These are structural advantages that have kept housing affordable for decades. Lower population density, abundant land, reasonable construction costs, and local economies that haven't been completely distorted by tech money and foreign investment. These states represent what housing used to be like everywhere in America before speculation and Wall Street turned shelter into a commodity. Let me break down the methodology here because I want you to understand exactly how I rank these states. I didn't just look at median home prices, though that's obviously important. I factored in property tax rates, homeowners insurance costs, median household incomes, unemployment rates, and overall cost of living indexes. Because a $200,000 house doesn't matter if property taxes are crushing you or if there are no jobs that pay decent wages. What I found will probably surprise you. The most affordable housing in America isn't randomly distributed. There's a clear geographic pattern. The Midwest and certain parts of the South dominate this list, and there are specific economic and demographic reasons why these regions have maintained affordability, while coastal areas have become playgrounds for the wealthy. Starting at number 12, we have Missouri. The Show Me State offers a median home price of around $263,000, with some of the most affordable housing in the Midwest. Missouri benefits from its central location, diverse economy, and reasonable cost of living that runs about 18% below the national average. Kansas City and St. Louis are the major metros, both offering big city amenities at small city prices. Kansas City in particular has become a hidden gem, with a thriving downtown, excellent barbecue scene, and sports teams that actually win championships. The unemployment rate sits at a healthy 4.1%, showing economic stability. Property taxes in Missouri are reasonable, averaging around 0.91%. The state has a mix of industries including agriculture, manufacturing, healthcare, and logistics. The central location makes it a natural hub for distribution and transportation companies, providing steady middle-class employment. Missouri's housing market has remained stable through various economic cycles. Unlike boom and bust markets, Missouri tends to see steady, moderate appreciation that tracks with inflation rather than speculative bubbles. This creates a more predictable environment for both buyers and sellers. Your typical monthly mortgage payment here runs around $990, making homeownership accessible to families earning median incomes. Number 11 brings us to Kentucky. The Bluegrass State proves that housing affordability doesn't require sacrificing quality of life. With median home prices around $270,000, Kentucky offers genuine accessibility to homeownership that's become extinct in expensive markets. Louisville anchors the state with a diversified economy spanning healthcare, manufacturing, logistics, and, yes, bourbon production. The city's downtown has been revitalized, offering urban amenities at suburban prices. Lexington combines university culture with horse country elegance, creating a unique lifestyle opportunity that you simply can't find anywhere else. Kentucky's business climate attracts companies across industries. The central location, reasonable costs, and skilled workforce make it attractive for manufacturing and logistics operations. The bourbon industry alone supports thousands of jobs while creating a unique cultural identity that attracts tourism and creates economic multiplier effects throughout the state. The unemployment rate sits at 4.7%, which is manageable and reflects the state's economic diversity. Property taxes are low at 0.8%, and the cost of living runs well below national averages. Your housing dollar stretches incredibly far here. A family earning $50,000 annually can achieve homeownership, something that's become impossible in many states. Kentucky's natural beauty is remarkable. From the Appalachian Mountains in the east to the rolling hills of horse country, Kentucky offers outdoor recreation opportunities that rival much more expensive destinations. Communities maintain that authentic character that's been lost in many places where neighbors know each other and small businesses still thrive downtown. Number 10 takes us to Indiana. The Hoosier State continues proving that affordable housing and economic opportunity can coexist. The median home price of around $259,000 makes homeownership accessible to families earning median incomes. Imagine that concept in today's market. Indianapolis anchors the state with a diversified economy, spanning healthcare, logistics, manufacturing, and sports. The city successfully reinvented itself, transforming from industrial center to modern metro while keeping costs reasonable. Fort Wayne and Evansville provide additional urban options, while smaller cities throughout the state offer small-town charm with modern amenities. Indiana's business climate consistently ranks among the nation's best. Low taxes, reasonable regulations, and central location attract companies across industries. The state's right-to-work laws and competitive costs make it attractive for manufacturers looking to escape higher-cost states. The unemployment rate of 3.6% shows strong job market fundamentals. Property taxes average around 0.84%, very reasonable by national standards. The cost of living runs about 10% below national averages, meaning paychecks stretch further across all categories. Housing appreciation has been steady and sustainable, avoiding the boom-bust cycles that destroy family budgets. Monthly mortgage payments typically run around $1,129, well within reach for median income families. Number 9 brings us to Alabama. The heart of Dixie offers compelling value with median home prices around $282,000 that seem almost fictional compared to coastal markets. We're talking about genuine affordability in a state that's been quietly reinventing itself economically. Alabama's transformation has been remarkable. The automotive industry has established major operations throughout the state. Mercedes-Benz, Honda, Hyundai, and Toyota all have significant manufacturing facilities providing middle-class jobs with benefits. The aerospace sector, anchored by companies in Huntsville, offers high-tech opportunities in a low-cost environment that you simply can't find on the coast. Birmingham has undergone a renaissance with downtown revitalization, creating vibrant neighborhoods where young professionals can actually afford to live. Mobile offers Gulf Coast living at inland prices. Think about that value proposition for a moment. Montgomery combines state government jobs with growing private sector opportunities. Property taxes in Alabama are incredibly low at just 0.41%, some of the lowest in the nation. The unemployment rate sits at 2.9%, showing strong economic fundamentals. The cost of living runs significantly below national averages. Your housing dollar stretches further than almost anywhere else in the country. Monthly mortgage payments average around $933. Alabama does face some challenges. Hurricane risk along the coast can impact insurance costs, though this affects a relatively small portion of the state. Some areas still struggle with limited economic diversity. But for buyers prioritizing affordability and Southern culture, Alabama offers exceptional value that's becoming increasingly rare. Number 8 is Kansas. The Sunflower State delivers serious value with housing costs that'll make coastal buyers do a double take. The median home price sits around $281,000. But what makes Kansas special isn't just the price, it's the space, community, and lifestyle that money buys. Kansas City straddles the Missouri border, giving you access to major league sports, world-class barbecue, and a surprisingly robust job market. Wichita anchors the state's aviation industry, with companies like Boeing, Airbus, and Cessna providing solid middle-class careers that offer real advancement opportunities. The agricultural foundation keeps things stable. While tech stocks crash and crypto bros panic, Kansas farmers keep growing wheat and raising cattle. That economic diversity matters when markets get volatile. The unemployment rate of 3.8% reflects this stability. Property taxes average around 1.34%, reasonable for the Midwest. The cost of living runs about 18% below national averages, meaning your paycheck goes further on everything from groceries to gas. Monthly mortgage payments typically run under $1,500. Kansas isn't perfect. The population has been relatively flat, which limits some growth opportunities. The job market, while stable, doesn't offer the explosive growth potential of tech hubs. Weather can be intense, with tornado season requiring attention. Still, for families prioritizing affordability and stability over career acceleration, Kansas delivers exceptional value. Number 7 takes us to Ohio. The Buckeye State proves that Midwest values still exist in today's housing market. With a median home price around $249,000, Ohio offers something increasingly rare: actual affordability in cities people have heard of. Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Columbus form a triangle of opportunity. Cleveland's downtown renaissance has been remarkable, transforming from Rust Belt relic to vibrant urban center. The healthcare sector, led by the Cleveland Clinic, provides thousands of high-paying jobs. Cincinnati combines Fortune 500 headquarters with some of the best German heritage neighborhoods in America. Columbus deserves special attention. Home to Ohio State University, the city has attracted major corporations while maintaining reasonable housing costs. The tech scene is growing without the insane speculation that's destroyed affordability elsewhere. Young professionals can actually afford to live downtown. Imagine that concept. Ohio's property taxes run higher than some states, averaging around 1.35%, but the low home prices offset this burden. The unemployment rate of 5% reflects some ongoing economic transition, but major metros are adding jobs consistently. The cost of living is about 6% below national averages. The state faces typical Midwest challenges. Population growth has been modest as young people sometimes leave for bigger cities, though many return when they start families and realize what they gave up. Winters are legitimately cold, testing your commitment to Midwest living. But Ohio represents something valuable: cities with real economies, real culture, and real affordability. Number 6 brings us to Oklahoma. The Sooner State offers housing value that'll make coastal residents question every life decision they've ever made. Median home price is around $246,000, open home ownership to families earning modest incomes. Remember when that was normal everywhere? Oklahoma City has undergone a remarkable transformation. Downtown revitalization created vibrant neighborhoods where young professionals can actually afford to live. The energy sector provides high-paying jobs, while healthcare, aerospace, and logistics offer career diversity beyond oil and gas. The state's central location makes it attractive for logistics and distribution companies. Manufacturing has grown significantly as companies relocate from higher-cost states. The unemployment rate of 3.1% shows strong fundamentals. Monthly mortgage payments typically run around $956. Oklahoma's challenges include weather that gets intense during tornado season. This is real, not something to take lightly. The economy, while diversified, still has energy sector exposure that can create some volatility. Some areas struggle with infrastructure needs as the state grows. But for buyers seeking genuine affordability with economic opportunity, Oklahoma delivers exceptional value. Number 5 takes us to Louisiana. The Pelican State combines unique culture with housing costs around $253,000 that seem like they're from another decade. This median home price opens homeownership to families that would be permanent renters elsewhere. Louisiana's cultural richness is unmatched anywhere in America. New Orleans offers world-class cuisine, music, and nightlife in neighborhoods where you can actually afford to live. Try finding that combination anywhere else. Baton Rouge combines state government jobs with petrochemical industry opportunities. Lafayette anchors Cajun country with authentic culture you can't find anywhere else. The state's economy, while historically dependent on oil and gas, has diversified significantly. Healthcare, education, and tourism provide stability. The logistics system along the Mississippi River creates transportation and shipping opportunities. Film production has become a significant industry thanks to generous tax incentives. Property taxes are reasonable at 0.62%. Cost of living is well below national averages, and the cultural amenities rival much more expensive destinations. Where else can you own a home, enjoy world-class food and music, and still have money left over? The unemployment rate of 4.4% reflects economic diversity. Louisiana's challenges are real and require serious consideration. Hurricane risk along the coast impacts insurance costs and requires emergency planning. Some areas struggle with infrastructure challenges, and educational funding has been a persistent issue. The economy can be cyclical, particularly in energy-dependent regions. But for buyers who appreciate unique culture and genuine affordability, Louisiana offers something special that's being lost everywhere else. Number 4 brings us to Mississippi. The Magnolia State might not grab headlines, but it delivers some of the best housing value in America with median home prices around $255,000. This is genuine affordability backed by economic fundamentals, not just low prices in areas with no opportunities. Jackson anchors the state with government and healthcare jobs, while the Gulf Coast offers resort town amenities at working-class prices. Smaller cities throughout the state provide that authentic Southern experience at prices that'll shock anyone from expensive markets. We're talking about monthly mortgage payments under $800. Mississippi has successfully attracted major employers across industries. Manufacturing, agriculture, and logistics form the economic foundation, while healthcare and education provide stability. The state's business climate consistently ranks among the most favorable in the nation for companies looking to control costs without sacrificing workforce quality. Property taxes are among the lowest you'll find anywhere at just 0.76%. The cost of living runs significantly below national averages. We're talking about housing costs that are 33% below national averages. A family earning $40,000 annually can achieve homeownership here, something that's become mathematically impossible in many states. The challenges are real. The poverty rate is higher than national averages, which affects everything from public services to local purchasing power. Hurricane risk along the coast requires insurance consideration. Some areas struggle with limited economic diversity, but the value proposition is undeniable for buyers seeking authentic affordability. Number 3 is Arkansas. The natural state combines outdoor recreation with housing costs around $255,000 that seem too good to be true. We're talking about median home prices in a state that offers everything from mountain scenery to river valleys and delta farmland. Little Rock anchors the state with government jobs and a diversified private sector. Fayetteville combines University of Arkansas culture with outdoor recreation opportunities that rival Colorado at a fraction of the cost. Bentonville, home to Walmart's headquarters, offers corporate opportunities in a small city setting where your dollar goes incredibly far. Arkansas has successfully attracted major employers across industries. Manufacturing, agriculture, and logistics form the economic foundation, while healthcare and education provide middle-class stability. The state's business climate consistently ranks among the most favorable in the nation. Property taxes are among the lowest you'll find anywhere at 0.66%. The unemployment rate of 3.8% shows economic stability. The cost of living runs about 12% below national averages. Your housing dollar stretches incredibly far. Monthly mortgage payments typically run around $821, making homeownership accessible to teachers, nurses, and other public service workers. Arkansas faces some challenges. Population growth has been modest, which can limit career advancement opportunities in some fields. Some areas struggle with infrastructure needs and rural healthcare access. But for families seeking outdoor recreation, small-town values, and genuine housing affordability, Arkansas represents exceptional value. Number 2 brings us to Iowa. The Hawkeye State might not grab headlines, but it's quietly delivering some of the best housing value in America. We're talking about a median home price around $231,000 in a state that consistently ranks among the safest and most stable in the country. Iowa's economy is more diversified than people realize. Sure, agriculture forms the foundation, but manufacturing, financial services, and renewable energy have created a surprisingly robust job market. Des Moines has become a major insurance center, hosting companies like Principal Financial and others. The city offers urban amenities at prices that would seem impossible to anyone from expensive markets. Cedar Rapids, Davenport, and Iowa City each bring their own advantages. Iowa City combines Big Ten university culture with affordable housing. Try finding that combination anywhere else. Cedar Rapids anchors eastern Iowa's manufacturing sector with companies that offer real career paths. Davenport sits on the Mississippi River, offering rivertown charm with modern opportunities. Here's what makes Iowa special and why it consistently ranks as one of America's most affordable states. Property taxes run higher than some states at 1.49%, but the low home prices mean your actual tax bill stays reasonable. The cost of living is among the lowest in the nation. Schools consistently rank in the top 10 nationally. Crime rates are incredibly low. The unemployment rate of 3.8% reflects economic stability. Iowa's homeownership rate sits at 75.6%, among the highest in the nation. That tells you something important. When housing is genuinely affordable, people buy homes. When it's not, they rent forever and complain about landlords on social media. The challenges are real but manageable. Young people sometimes leave for bigger cities, though many return when they start families and realize what they gave up. Winters test your commitment to Midwest living. This is not California weather. Population growth has been modest, but for families prioritizing stability, safety, and genuine affordability, Iowa represents something increasingly rare in American housing markets. And the number one most affordable state for housing is West Virginia. The Mountain State offers median home prices around $226,000 that make homeownership accessible to families earning modest incomes. This isn't just cheap housing, this is genuine affordability backed by low property taxes, reasonable insurance costs, and a cost of living that runs about 16% below national averages. West Virginia is dotted with quaint villages, active college towns, historical settings, and national parks with incredible natural beauty. The state consistently ranks as having the highest homeownership rate in America at nearly 80%, proving that when housing is truly affordable, people buy homes and build wealth. The Mountain State's economy has been diversifying beyond its traditional coal base. Healthcare, education, and government provide stability, while tourism and outdoor recreation create growing opportunities. The chemical industry along the Ohio River provides good-paying manufacturing jobs. Technology companies are discovering they can operate from West Virginia and attract talent with the value proposition of affordable living. Property taxes are remarkably low at just 0.59%. The effective tax rate means families pay around $862 annually on the median home. Compare that to New Jersey, where similar families pay over $8,000. Monthly mortgage payments typically run around $871, making homeownership accessible to teachers, nurses, and other essential workers. West Virginia's unemployment rate of 3.8% reflects economic stability. The state offers something increasingly rare: the ability to own a home, raise a family, and build wealth on a middle-class income. Young professionals working remotely are discovering they can maintain big city salaries while enjoying small-town costs and mountain recreation opportunities. The challenges are real and worth considering. The population has been declining as young people leave for bigger cities, though remote work is starting to reverse this trend. Some areas still struggle with economic diversity beyond traditional industries. Infrastructure in rural areas needs investment. Healthcare access can be limited in remote regions. But here's what West Virginia offers that's becoming extinct elsewhere: genuine housing affordability that allows families to build wealth instead of just surviving paycheck to paycheck. Your mortgage payment won't consume half your income. Property taxes won't force you to choose between keeping your home and sending kids to college. Insurance costs won't eat your emergency fund. Look, the American dream of homeownership isn't dead. It's just moved. While everyone fights over overpriced coastal markets, these 12 states prove that affordable housing still exists for families willing to look beyond the hype. From West Virginia's mountain charm to Iowa's Midwest stability, from Kentucky's bourbon country to Alabama's Gulf Coast access, genuine opportunities await those smart enough to escape the rental trap. The national housing crisis is real, with median prices hitting $435,000 and typical mortgage payments exceeding $2,200 monthly. But in these 12 states, families can still achieve homeownership without sacrificing everything else. Teachers can buy houses. Young couples don't need roommates. Parents can save for kids' college while building equity. These aren't random cheap areas with no opportunities. These are states with diverse economies, growing job markets, excellent schools, and communities where neighbors still know each other. They offer something increasingly rare, the chance to live well on a middle-class income. The data is clear. Property taxes in these states average well below national rates. Unemployment rates show economic stability. Cost of living indexes demonstrate genuine affordability across all categories, not just housing. Monthly mortgage payments remain accessible to median income families. Yes, there are trade-offs. You won't find the same career acceleration opportunities as in tech hubs. The cultural amenities might be different than major metros. Weather patterns and geographic characteristics vary. But for millions of Americans priced out of traditional markets, these represent real alternatives to permanent renting. The shift is already happening. Remote work has untethered careers from expensive coastal locations. Young families are discovering they can own homes, raise kids, and build wealth in places their parents never considered. Retirees are finding their dollars stretch further while maintaining quality of life. Your move could be the difference between building wealth and staying broke. These 12 states offer something that's becoming extinct: the opportunity to achieve homeownership and financial stability on a middle-class income. Subscribe for more housing reality checks, and drop a comment with which state caught your attention, because your financial future might just depend on making the right choice. The housing market will continue evolving, but the fundamental truth remains: genuine affordability still exists for those willing to look beyond the headlines and explore America's hidden value markets. The question isn't whether you can afford to move, it's whether you can afford not to,